Tomek Jeziorski writes, "Greetings from Poland. Do we really want reboots or belated sequels? Because of the nostalgia, we are always excited about reboots or sequels of our beloved franchises. But the history shows over and over again that almost always they are disappointing. Die Hard 4 and 5, Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2, Predators, Prometheus, Robocop, Indiana Jones 4, or the Star Wars prequels, just to name a few. With the announcement of Blade Runner's sequel, don't you think it would be better to leave these franchises alone?"
Yes, there are definitely some bad sequels and bad reboots, but look at what we just saw, Mad Max Fury Road. That's a much belated sequel, 30 years or so, and that was awesome. For me, it's my favorite one of the franchise. So yes, all of them can be bad, but I think a lot of them can, be based on the potential of what the hook is in the franchise. They can be good as well. We have the upcoming. I haven't seen it yet, but the upcoming Vacation belated sequel, and that actually looks really, really funny. I enjoyed Rocky Balboa. What was that? The fifth?
So it was the sixth. So now you got
fifth
Creed,
or sixth. Yeah, Creed coming out. Maybe that's good. I don't know. I think it just really depends. I mean, obviously, sometimes they're just doing it because they want to use the name of the franchise, but I think in general, it's worth a shot, Mark.
The thing about that is that you don't realize that, they just did this as a cash grab, usually until the movie's over. Yeah. And the feeling that I get in a movie when I was ready to see Indiana Jones 4 or the Star Wars prequels or even Die Hard 4 and 5, I'm sitting in the theater and I'm so excited. That's a cool feeling to get, and you simply can't replicate that if you're going in to see an original piece. Even something great that you didn't expect, that you didn't see coming at all, you don't get that anticipation level. So I get psyched for these things. Life is all about creating opportunities, kids. So I'm all for creating an opportunity. Yes, when I saw Die Hard 5, I walked out of that theater and I wanted to kick Bruce Willis right in the Groovers. But 2 weeks later, I hear that they're thinking about making a Die Hard 6 and that it's going to be John McClane in Japan for the anniversary of him saving Nakatomi Plaza. And I was like, sign me up. Let's do it. Let's get it back. Because the great thing about making a sequel or a reboot is that you can atone for the franchise's previous sins. That's one of the reasons why we're so excited about The Force Awakens, is that we can right the wrongs of the prequels. So I love original content, but I get excited to see the stuff that I have some nostalgia for.
Christian?
Yeah, and the problem with both those examples with Die Hard and Star Wars here, it's like you look at Bruce Willis, no matter what, and I'll get excited too, even though I think that they scrapped that whole thing now about the going to Japan, which I love them, wish they would have went that route. But I got excited for it. But I also know that Bruce Willis doesn't care anymore about John McClane. He doesn't care. And when you go, you can see it. He's not playing John McClane anymore. He's Bruce Willis. Even with Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford was Harrison Ford playing Indy. He wasn't Indy in that movie. He wasn't. But that, not that he didn't care. It didn't work, that particular movie. Now you look at something like Star Wars, right, or even Blade Runner. Both Villeneuve, is that how you pronounce it?
Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah.
Villeneuve.
He is super excited about doing this project. It was his Star Wars, Blade Runner. So when a guy like that gets a hold of it and the characters, and then brings on the
Roger Deakins,
and then you have Star Wars, which you have J.J. Abrams super excited about, the fun. It's if the energy and the people who loved it, like us, and people who want to see the stories further, and it's not just about money. It's always about money, but when it's not just about money, then you can get excited for that. Now, as far as reboots go, that's the one for me that I'm usually more on the fence of. Why did they do that? Because it hasn't delivered as much lately. Like I'm still under the mindset that you should remake movies with great premises that didn't work. Like there's a movie called The Slugger's Wife. Anyone ever heard of it?
No.
And it was Rebecca De Mornay and Randy Quaid, and it's a sports movie that inside of that movie and Daryl Palmer, and it could have a really good story, but it just doesn't. It didn't deliver. But I think that if they redid it today, it could work with the right director.
The only thing I remember Rebecca De Mornay in was Hand That Rocks the Cradle.
And Not Risky Business?
No.
Really?
Oh, see, Risky Business.
Risky Business. Yeah,
Good scene on the subway.
You won't be in work tomorrow.
Yeah.